Um, uh, so first of all, the question answer will be given by Sir Bablu, and at the back you have, I will not say the page number because your page number and my page number will not match. Okay. So match the words in column A with those in column B and rewrite them in the blanks provided. So first of all, Chetan grew to be a lazy man. If you haven't written it, please write it down. And if you have written it, then you please check if it is correct or not. Okay. Chetan grew to be a lazy man. Then number 2, every work is for the good of all. Every work is for the good of all. Number 3, what really counts is how well one does the work. What really counts is how well one does the work. Then Chetan was sorry for what he had spoken to his father. Chetan was sorry for what he had spoken to his father. Number 5, the moon was shining overhead. The moon was shining overhead. Next, Chetan wanted to accept the offer of his father. Chetan wanted to accept the offer of his father. Next, Chetan's father was tolerant. Chetan's father was tolerant. Last one, Chetan quickened his steps towards home and towards work. Chetan quickened his steps towards home and towards work. Turn to next page, true and false. Write T for true and F for false statements. Chetan wished to be an officer. True. T. Number 2, Chetan's mother was tolerant. False. F. Number 3, life is possible without work. F. False. Next, dignity grows out of laziness. False. Next, Chetan accepted work at last. True. Next, Chetan was never willing to obey his parents. False. Those who are sitting with their video, please turn it on. Pearl, Nikita, Jayashi, Nayantara, then Gritika, Oshia, Cindy Sana, Huidram Christina, Anushka, Leona, Surbina. Please turn on your videos. I've already declared your names. Rest, God knows. Now fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks with the correct words from those given in the box. Number 1, Chetan had been unwilling to work. Chetan had been unwilling to work. Number 2, his mother was worried about him. His mother was worried about him. Next, his father was, however, tolerant. His father was, however, tolerant. Next, the shop of Chetan's father knew no bounds. The shop of Chetan's father knew no bounds. Next, Chetan's mind saw the image of his father. Chetan's mind saw the image of his father. Next, he came across many vendors of clothes. He came across many vendors of clothes. Next, number 7. The arms and legs of laborers stretched everywhere. The arms and legs of laborers stretched everywhere. Next, Chetan quickened his steps towards home and towards work. Chetan quickened his steps towards home and towards work. Next, frame the sentences. You can write it by yourself. As for the adjectives, next page. As give the adjectives form of the word in the box and frame sentences of your own. Now it's given certainly, which will be certain. Certainly will be certain. Anger will be angry. Greenery will be green. Obey will be obedient. Water will be watery. Water will be watery. W-A-T-E-R-Y, watery. Effect will be effective. Success will be successful. Busyness will be busy. Busyness, it's not business. Busyness will be busy. Next, tolerance will be tolerant. Tolerance will be tolerant. Truth will be true. Truth will be true. Now next is give the noun forms. Make sentences. You can write anything, but with the proper word. Okay. Give the noun forms of the words in the box and frame sentences of your own. Live will be life. L-I-F-E, life. Die will be death. D-E-A-T-H, death. Do will be deeds. D-E-E-D-S, deeds. Give will be gave. See will be sight. S-I-G-H-T. Sing will be song. Speak will be speech. Choose will be choice. Fly will be flight. Think will be thought. Okay, below the passage, it's given in past tense. You have to convert the entire passage into present tense. So while I read it out, you just correct the places where you have to write the present tense. Okay, the present tense word. First is the night came. The night comes. C-O-M-E-S, comes. The night comes. The memory of home returns. The memory of home returns to Chetan's mind. Next, on his way home, he takes rest. T-A-K-E-S, takes. On his way home, he takes rest under a banyan tree. The moon was shining overhead. No, not was. In place of was, you write is. The moon is shining overhead. Then he wonders. W-O-N-D-E-R-S. He wonders. He wonders if he will. If he will, W-I-L-L, will also succeed and shine in life. The innumerable insects keeps, K-E-E-P-S, keeps singing to him. Yes, he stands up, S-T-A-N-D-S, stands up. Next, Chetan quickens his step towards home. Q-U-I-C-K-E-N-S, quickens. Turn to next page. Correct the following sentences. Why did you came here? It's given. Why you came here? You have to write, why did you come here? Write it down, those who have not written. Why did you come here? The next is, how she sings so sweetly. Correct the sentence. How does, D-O-E-S, how does she sing so sweetly? How does she sing so sweetly? Next sentence. When Columbus discovered America. So here you corrected, when did Columbus discover America? When did Columbus discover America? Next, it's given why you are angry with me. It will be why are you angry with me? Why are you angry with me? Next, where we shall go now. It will be where will we go now? Where will we go now? Come to page number . This was, sorry, no page number. I won't tell the page. It's not the same. The poem Freedom. Freedom is there for your second term? It's there, na? Okay. So pick out the rhyming words in the poem and write them. So you please, those who have not written, please write it down in your textbook, okay? That is question number 4. The first example is given, speak weak. The next one, you write it as choose, C-H-O-O-S-E, choose. And below that, you write it A-B-U-S-E, abuse. Choose, abuse. Next, shrink, S-H-R-I-N-K, shrink. And below that, you write think, T-H-I-N-K, think. Next part, you write B, B-E-B. D or 3? And D. Yeah. Okay, 3. Then at the bottom below B, you write 3, T-H-R-E-E, 3. Next, blank, you write, what is this? Speak, S-P-E-A-K, speak. Below that, you write down weak, W-E-A-K, weak. So 12, 13 finished. Coming to 11. Lesson, I'll tell you the name of the lesson because I'm using an old book. That is the problem. Greatness goes with simplicity and humility. Just tell me, one of you, just a moment. Chumthang Anbi, unmute yourself. Unmute. Yes, tell me, lesson number 11 was there in second periodic exam. Just tell me the lessons which were there in second periodic exam. Come to the vocabulary part, write the long form of the following abbreviations. If you have not written it down, please, I'll tell you the spelling. You write it. ADE, Aeronautical Development Establishment. Aeronautical Development Establishment. AERONAUTICAL, aeronautical. Next, development, DEVELOPMENT, development. Establishment, ESTABLISHMENT, S-H-M-E-N-T, establishment. Okay, D, T, D, and P. Directorate of Technical Department and Production. D-E-R-I-C-T-O-R-A-T-E. Directorate of, O-F, Technical, T-E-C-H-N-I-C-A-L, Technical Department, D-E-P-A-R-T-M-E-N-T, Department, and Production, P-R-O-D-U-C-T-I-O-N, Production. Directorate of Technical Development and Production. Then H-A-L, it will be Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So the spelling is H-I-N-D-U-S-T-A-N, Hindustan Aeronautics, A-E-R-O-N-A-U-T-I-C-S, Aeronautics Limited, L-I-M-I-T-E-D, Limited. Next, I-N-C-O-S-P-A-R. So write it down. Indian Committee for Space and Research. I-N-D-I-A-N, Indian Committee, C-O-M-M-I-T-T-E, Committee. For, F-O-R, for, space, S-P-A-C-E, space. Research, R-E-S-E-A-R-C-H, research. Then next is TIFR. TIFR is Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. T-A-T-A, Tata Institute. I-N-S-T-I-T-U-T-E, Institute, O-F, of. Fundamental, F-U-N-D-A-M-E-N-T-A-L. Research, R-E-S-E-A-R-C-H. So when you read your lesson, you read the spellings like this, so that marks should not get deducted during the exam. Next, add read to the following words and form new words. Write the new words in the space. Visit, revisit. Next, cover, recover. Next, gain, regain. Just put a re before those words. Then deem, redeem. Next, search, research. Next, start, restart. Next, dress, redress. Next, form, reform. Next, place, replace. Next, course, recourse. Quiet, Jane, please sit properly and don't muddle with your phone. Now fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks with suitable words. The name of the hovercraft. The options are given above your fill in the blanks. Please select them and write them at the places. The name of the hovercraft was Nandi. If you have written before, just check it if it is correct or not. And who is this? K. Amelia Com. I can't see you. Where are you? Next, Dash takes Abdul Kalam to the right path of his life. It will be destiny. Next, great achievers are great dreamers. Great achievers are great dreamers. Next, we have to search for the purpose of our existence. We have to search for the purpose of our existence. Next, the best dress of a man is the suit of success. The best dress of a man is the suit of success. Next, when Kalam entered the ashram, he felt intense vibration. When Kalam entered the ashram, he felt intense vibrations. Finish. Now come to lesson number 14. 14, I think I have already taught you, right? Dinosaurs. Yes, this one. Shali, please unmute and say whether I have taught you or not. Where is Shali? Okay, Huidrom Christina, please unmute and say whether I have taught you dinosaurs or not.
Already taught, ma'am.
Very good, very good. Okay. So let's come to lesson number 15. Pasture and microbes. Today we know that innumerable tiny living creatures not visible to the naked eyes are present everywhere around us. These tiny creatures are known as microbes or germs. So you can say that all these viruses, microbes, all these things are very tiny creatures that enters our body and makes us sick. They are present in the air, in our clothes, in the food that we eat. As a matter of fact, everywhere around us. So we are living with these. We are living with this. We have come to know that these microbes are responsible for many of the disease from which we suffer. So because of these microbes and germs, we have come to know that we get sick because of these microbes and germs, and how we got this remedy. The story is all about it. As a result, today, doctors today try to tackle these microbes and makes us free and from these diseases. For about 100 years ago, no one, including the doctors, had any idea about microbes or germs, and people had to suffer miserably for many diseases. Before the invention of microbes and germs, and that these are the ones that causes sickness to us, people used to get severely sick and they also used to die. But a great Frenchman named Louis Pasteur made a great discovery about the existence of microbes or germs around us. He was born in a town called Dole in France in 1822. His father was a tanner. You know tanner? What is a tanner? When you take the skin out of, when he became a scientist. So since his childhood, he took a great interest in chemistry and he became a scientist. Pasteur's fight against the microbes began when the silk industry of France was threatened by a disease that attacked the silkworms. After 6 years of hard work, Pasteur found that it was germs that caused the disease among the silkworms. Pasteur then found a way to kill these germs and thus save the silk industry of France. So when the microbes attacked the silk industry, at that time, Pasteur was the first person to find out the reason behind the sickness of the silkworms, and which led drastic, effect on the silk industry. So he found a way to kill these germs and microbes and thus save the silk industry. Pasteur now began to wonder whether germs were the causes of many other human disease also. He devoted his time to study and finally proved that there were in the atmosphere around us millions of tiny living creatures called microbes or germs. These germs get into our blood and make us ill with diseases like cold, influenza, and other infectious disease. Pasteur further proved that when we had a cut or a wound and when it is festered, it was due to the action of these microbes that had gone into it. So after he became successful in finding a remedy to the silk industry and saving the silkworm and the silk industry, he started studying about the different kinds of microbes and germs which make the human body sick. And he found out that there are small living creatures called microbes or germs, and these get into our blood and makes us many kinds of diseases like cold, influenza, and other infectious disease. Okay. So Pasteur also saw that when you have a cut, or that is when you have a wound and blood comes out, if it is not properly given medicine at the right point of time, and if it is kept open, all these microbes and germs get inside that wound and it will fester. Festered means it will make you what? Pasteur began another important experiment with a disease when a deadly disease called anthrax attacked the cattle in France. Pasteur believed that if injected a weak form of anthrax germs in the body of the animals, these animals would not die but would have developed antibodies in their bodies against this disease. So next, what did Pasteur discover? He discovered that some kind of germs named anthrax, it attacked the cattle in France and they all died. And in order to save this cattle, he discovered a remedy of anthrax. He saw that if this anthrax, this disease of anthrax, is injected into the body of a person in small amount, then the body creates the antibodies which helps to fight the body against the deadly disease. In the same way, in this COVID-19, the corona vaccine, actually what is the vaccine? It is a small amount of corona that is being injected inside you to help you to develop the antibodies and to fight against the disease. The vaccination is very important. That is the reason. Okay, Afifa, please don't laugh. Concentrate. or I'll remove you out from the group. Those who want to laugh, sit at home and laugh as much as you can. So he did the same thing. He saw that when he injected small amount of anthrax into the body of the cattle, then it did not get sick, but it created antibodies to fight against the disease. He vaccinated 25 of the sheep, 25 of the 50 sheep, with weakened germs into their blood. And the other 25 sheep was not touched. Some days later, a fluid containing strong germs of anthrax was injected into the bodies of the entire 50. To the surprise of all, the 25 vaccinated sheep lived, while the other 25, which were not vaccinated, caught the disease and died. So the 25 sheep who were injected with the anthrax virus were created antibodies and they lived, whereas the other 25 who were not injected, when they were injected with the anthrax disease, their body could not fight the disease and they died. So till here, I'll teach you today, and in the next class, I'll